The Merlock firing system is a 32Q firing system, which used to be primarily a wired system. That is, the communications from your computer to the modules were done by wire. Since then, we've gone through a few evolutions. We now have, you can still use wired, we also have SnapLink wireless modules, and we are currently working on a hand transmitter or hand controller. So this entire system will be wireless control. The system, as I said, has 32 Qs individually up here. It also has an output right here with CN36 connection. For the CN36 connection, you can move into this system, which is the Renegade. And the Renegade is just an optional slat that you can connect into the Merlock and give you an increased frontage. And we'll go over this a bit more later. The new system has an onboard menu, and on the onboard menu you can do a whole bunch of functions. You can change the address, you can go ahead and change it to address 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on what you want. Right now it's set for module 1, but you can take that up to 2, 3, or whatever you want. We're going to keep it at 1. You can also go ahead and check battery strength, you can check the serial number, you can, even if you're going to do a quick test and you just wanted to play with this without actually having any fireworks actually attached to it, you can hook up e-matches to just the slats themselves and do a quick continuity check without having to go through the whole rigmarole of hooking up your computer system and such. So a whole lot of cool functions. The thing that makes this thing so spectacular is that it has very strict resolution, 1/1000th of a second, and each cue can be fired within 1/100th of the next. If you have multiple systems, of course, they can be fired at the exact same time, instantaneous. With this, you can start, stop, pause, start again your show, and the music will remain synced. A lot of the new functions that we're talking about are going to be incorporated into the new transmitter called the Mongoose transmitter, and we'll go over that in a bit later. So I wanted to go over the comms really quickly. You remember that I mentioned that this can be, and primarily used to be, a wired connection. We're evolving into a wireless system now with a hand transmitter, or you can use the SnapLink wireless transmitters that are already available. However, if you're going to use this as a wired module, you see that we only have a single data line, a red and a black. Polarity on comm lines is very important because that's the flow of traffic. Red is incoming and black is outgoing. It's the way that this module will communicate to the computer. In order to connect multiple modules together, it's a very simple process. It doesn't care how you hook the modules up into a network. It just matters that the red line of one goes into the red line of the other Merlock, and the black line of the first Merlock goes into the black line of the second Merlock, and so on and so on. So if you had this connection, you would simply go ahead and twist together the two red wires that are coming in, and one would go in and one would go out to the next module. Same with the black. Twist the two blacks in, put it into the Easy Connect connector here, One would go obviously to your PC and the other one would go to your second Merlock into the black connection on the other Merlock. And after it's all finished, you would now have 2 Merlocks or 3 Merlocks or 4 Merlocks and so on the same network. So the Merlock firing system is hand built by me. It's a very small company that I have, and I take a lot of pride in what I do. You can see the faceplate is a very sturdy piece of equipment. And on the back, all the electronics. Again, hand built, hand soldered, and built very tough. You can be certain that every Merlock that leaves my facility is hand tested by me, and all the quality control and assurances are put into place to make sure that when you get this finished product, it's going to last you a lifetime. If anything goes wrong on these, I built them modularly, so I can simply exchange a piece or swap out the motherboard if necessary, if anything should go wrong. These are, if a repair is necessary, as an electronic piece of equipment will occasionally go bad, I can build and fix these things in the United States so you can have the product back quickly. So as we spoke about earlier, this is the Renegade slat. Now the Renegade is an optional piece of equipment. Again, it's used to go ahead and spread your show out. If you were to connect these things up with a Centronic CN36 connection, you simply take one CN36 cable from the Merlock and run it, could be 50, could be 100 feet, and you go into the second one. If you had another Centronic slat like this, called a Renegade 32Q, you would then go output from this guy into another Renegade, and so forth and so on. You could run this thing out as far as you need to take care of your frontage. The connector itself can come out. You can mount this onto a rack. You can keep it inside of the case. Typically, if you send it in the case, it would be mounted with 8 screws onto the outside. And or if you wanted this on the slat, you would simply go ahead and mount it on your rack somehow. The interesting thing about this that makes it different from most slats is I have a built-in continuity tester that is separate from the firing circuit, which means that they are not connected. In order to work this, you have to have these 2 dead man buttons pushed, and it would test continuity of your E-matches. So I'm going to go ahead and connect 2 dummy E-matches in, and we'll show you what happens. So this is the Renegade slat with just 2 E-matches hooked in. I've got one in the 32Q and one in the first Q. Again, basic safety, whenever you do this, you never lean over the device whatsoever. Now for testing purposes, you have to push both buttons in and you can read the continuity. As you can see, I've got 2 matches in, and one in 32 and one in Q1, and both are showing good continuity. If I were to pull one out and simulate a bad E-match and try to push this, you can see only Q1 is lit. The Renegade slat 32Q is compatible with Dewey Coon's remote firing system's spark fire system, and we also have an 18Q system which is compatible with the Cobra firing system. This video will be a short demonstration on how to use the Ion Finale Fire software to use with our Merlock Gen 3 firing system. To start your Ion Finale Fire software. The very first license page you'll see will be a license warning, and it'll simply show all the licenses that you have inside this computer. Each Merlock page that shows up after you hit OK it'll request script, which is the CSV, which is a direction for how you want that Merlock Gen 3 to fire. You simply pick whatever script that you're going to use. This will be a test Merlock CSV that I've made a while ago, so I click on that and it automatically loads all the product that you're firing off, and it assigns it to whatever queue that you assigned it to. And because we're using one Merlock, it's all assigned to the first Merlock. And of course, this is simply by how you scripted the show. And you can script the show either using Finale Business You can use Backyard Show Sim. You can use Show Sim the advanced copy, or you can go ahead and just do a free generic CSV and change the products. You can change the module number and what cues that you want to assign each product. Very simply, just going line by line. It's more difficult, but again, if you don't have the choreography software, that's a free option for you. I always recommend purchasing a good quality choreography software. So again, you can see that these are the fireworks that are going to go up. These are the times that you're going to have them pop off, and these are the cues. The very first thing you're going to do when you get to this page is you're just going to define the interfaces. So you go to this, click, you're going to hit add. You can name this whatever you want. We're going to just call it 1. The type is a Merlin system. The port is whatever port that has been assigned. This port's been assigned COM port 2. That relates to the interface that's plugged into your computer and it's attaching from your computer to the Merlock firing system. And you're done with this page, so we're going to hit close. The next thing you're going to do is drop down here to the module type, and the module type are all Merlock V2s, which is the board that used to process the information. And you're going to hit auto create, nice and simple. And there you have it. Right now you have the module name, which is the Merlock 1 from your CSV file that you uploaded. The module interface is the interface that you're using to communicate to all your Merlocks. We just called it 1. The module type is a Merlock V2. That's the current board that's inside all Merlock Gen 3s. And the address of the specific Merlock that we only have one plugged in, it's address 1. We're going to hit OK. The next page is you're getting ready to start your show. You're going to go to Connect to Interface. You're going to connect all. It's now connected. We're going to hit close. Now the computer is now speaking back and forth to the Merlock. You're going to hit refresh status, and it's just basically going to do a quick ping to your Merlock to make sure it's talking, it's aware of your existence, and it's ready to follow your commands. As you can see, it's unactivated or unarmed, meaning it's no voltage is allowed to go to the firing cues yet. The battery's at 100% and it's going to show your serial number. You can also do a cue check. Now this is after all your cues have been wired up. I went ahead and I hooked up a single E-match into Q32. So we'll hit check cues. And as you can see, 1, the X means there's nothing in it. And so there's nothing in 1 through 31. And as you can see, nothing through 31, but I did put 1 in 32. And it is showing good continuity on Q32. At this point, we would be ready to upload the sequence. Now I wanted to show you, right now I do not have a license file built for this particular Merlock because it's brand new. However, you would click Upload Sequence. You would then hit Upload Channel Sequences, and because I don't have a license file loaded in, or maybe you failed to properly load the license file in, you'll get this error code. Say no license. That either means that you forgot to take that license code and put it in, or you put it in the wrong file somehow. So all you're going to have to do is fix that by put the serial number key into the proper file, and you'll see a status bar going from green all the way to completion. Once it's completely in, you're good. And now you're ready to, if you wanted to check modules. Again, getting information, it's showing that it's currently unactivated. Now let's say, for instance, you wanted to make some minor changes. Maybe your Merlock that's in position 1, you now wanted to call it a different address number. You can actually just go to this page and you can change it from 1 to 2 and hit change. We don't have to worry about that because we only have one Merlock in. And so this is showing again all your status information. We'll exit that. And now you're ready to start show. Now this doesn't start the show, it just gives you the window so you're able to start the show. I'm going to hit agree that it's saying that fireworks are dangerous. Be careful. Now it's going to ask for your music. So you just basically go to whatever music file that you want. Now the music has been uploaded into the system and will sync automatically to with a 1/1000th of a second resolution. And before you start the show, remember you have to activate or arm your modules. So we'll just hit activate all, and assuming that you're ready to fire. On my Merlock, a light has just come on saying that it is armed and it's ready to go. And then if you wanted to fire your show, you would come down here when the crowd is ready and you're all set to go. You simply hit start show. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I wanted to stress again how much of an honor it is that you would consider this product to be put in your show, which I know is one of the most important the events that you're going to have when you put on a party, your fireworks show. So I stress again how much I trust these for my own show and how I feel that they would be an asset to you putting on your shows. If you have any questions whatsoever, my lines are always open. You can either email us or call us direct on our company line. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, Chris Harding.